Hello, it's Monica from Crafting with Quilling Lady, and I hope you have absolutely amazing day. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create this super cool shaped card, perfect for Father's Day or any other special occasion for our men. To create this project, I use Cheers cutting die from Creative Craft Products. Very often, it is discounted on Craftstash website, so check the link in the description down below. Here I've got the cutting die and I'm going to die cut it 3 times. As you can see, it's not going to cut fully, but I'm going to show you my trick. Then we've got another element and a panel. These are just perfect for shaped cards. First I'm going to use the biggest cutting die and I'm going to use it twice. I'm going to cut it through my die cutting machine, Gemini, using 300 GSM white card. When this is ready, I'm going to die cut it one more time using very pale yellow. Later on, I'm going to show you how to add some more dimension to the card. Then we've got two other elements and I'm going to die cut just the top using white card to give that card even more dimension. Super easy. So let's have a look how to create it. First, I'm going to use my scissors and I'm going to follow that line from the cutting die. Super quick and simple. When this is ready, then we can either start assembling all the elements or you can add colors first. But before I do it, I'm going to trim the excess of the card. And that is my trick. Super quick and simple. So as you can see, you can use this cutting die as a shaped card, or you can use that panel on slimline cards or maybe even other super cool cards. The choice is absolutely yours. As you know, I absolutely love shaped cards, and when I saw this cutting die, I thought it would be just perfect for any occasion for men in our life. So when these panels are ready, it will be time to assemble the elements. Have you ever used any cutting dies from Creative Craft products? I really like them and I have to admit that this one is super easy to work with. So when these two panels are ready, I can create a front and the back of the card. So using my scoring board, I'm going to create a top flap. Super simple. All you have to do is to make sure this nice and straight on your scoring board, then create a fold line. When this is ready, then you can fold it, but as you can see, there will be some excess on the left and on the right side. So what you can do, you can use scissors just to get rid of it a little bit, and no one will ever know, which is really cool. And that is my trick for any shaped cards. Now we can assemble them together using liquid glue. If you want, you can use red liner tape and that will be perfectly fine. How often do you create masculine cards? Do you have your preferred color scheme or maybe shape? If you do, please let me know in the comments down below. Throughout this video, I'm showing you some other cards that might inspire you to create a masculine project. So check all of them. And also, at the end of this video, I'm going to have two other ones to check. So when this is ready, then I decided to add some color and dimension to the front of the card. And to do it, I've got a scrap piece of paper underneath and I've got two Distress Oxide inks. One is mustard seed and ground espresso. And whenever you use any inks, I do recommend that you use two colors. This way, it's going to look more organic, which I absolutely love. So as you can see, I'm not pushing very hard with my ink blending tool. And then when this is ready, I'm going to add that ground espresso on the edges. If you're interested in any of the products I use in today's video, you can check all the links in the description down below. And don't forget about my free sentiments perfect for weddings, wedding anniversary, handle parties, and bachelor's party, because it is only free until the end of September. And I left the link in the description down below. If you'd like to see a shaped card for a handle party, it is at the top right corner for you. So when this is ready, then we can add some white gel just to show the bubbles. If you want, you can also use white gouache and that will be perfectly fine. If your gel pen doesn't work, you can always use a scrap piece of paper just to make sure the ink flows. And that is my trick. I'm not really sure how well you can see it in the video, but in real life, that white pen gel really made a difference. So when this is ready, then we can move on and add some other elements. To be honest, this card is super easy to create and very quick as well. You don't really need lots of tools to create it. And if you want, you can also create your own beer glass shape as well using some scrap piece of paper. I used to create some shaped cards without cutting dice, and there are lots of videos and inspiration on my channel. So now I'm going to place that front element at the front of the card, and it's always a good idea to make sure the glue sets before you move on to the next step. So when this is ready, you just have to make sure everything is lined up properly. And now it looks pretty organic, right? So now it will be time to add those two other elements at the top of the card. If you want, you can also add some dimension using double-sided foam adhesive, and that will be perfectly fine. And that's what I did with this panel, because why not? Dimension is always good. I'm not really sure how well it will show in the video, but in real life it really makes a difference. It's always a good idea to use a pokey tool to peel off the backing of your double-sided foam adhesive, but if you don't have it, you can always use the blade of your scissors or your fingernails. That is perfectly fine. So when this is ready, I'm going to place it at the top of the card. And don't forget a few drops of liquid glue because in the future it will really make a difference. This way, your card is going to last forever. So when this is ready, then we have to personalize the card. And that's what I absolutely love about paper crafting. So I'm going to use the alphabet cutting die. At the moment, it is one of my favorites in my stash, but before I do it, I really want all the elements to match. So I'm going to use the leftover ink on my ink blending tool. And as you can see, it really gives you that vintage vibe, and I really like it. So now I'm going to use the alphabet cutting die from Crafter's Companion. It is very small font, but just perfect. And I use Gold Cut also from Crafter's Companion. And then I'm going to place them. So the trick here is to start with the very first letter on the left hand side. And then this way, it's going to be evenly spaced. And as you can see, when you put those letters separately, they will actually follow the shape of the banner. And I really, really like it. Now I'm starting with the very end of the word. So this way, I'm going to have a space between those two words. And that is my trick for you. Do you have your favorite alphabet cutting die set? If you don't, maybe have a look because there are plenty in the industry and some of them can work for so many different projects. And I really like this small one. Not only it is very inexpensive, but I used it very often. Now I'm going to peel off the backing of my double-sided foam adhesive, put few drops of liquid glue, and the cut is completed. Super cool, right? But there is always a way to make your card even more special. So using my white gel pen, I'm also going to add a few more bubbles here and there, just to make it more organic. And now it is time for a little bit of sparkle. So here is my clear overlay from Spectrum Noir. And when this dries and when you tilt the card, that gives you beautiful sparkle. I really like it. Have you ever used any clear overlay or any other pen that gives you that beautiful shine? If you do have your favorite, please let me know in the comments down below. Now the cut is complete. As you can see, you have plenty of space to write your message inside. It doesn't really stand proudly on a flat surface, so what we can do, we can open it and use the scissors to trim the very bottom of the back panel, and this way it's going to stand proudly on a flat surface. You can adjust it at any time. So now it is ready, and we can write the message. As you can see, there is plenty of space to do it, or you can also leave a message on another special card when you put it in the envelope. So what do you think about this shape card? Have you ever tried this technique before? Thank you so much for watching and spending that time with me. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And don't forget, I've got more videos on my channel to check, and there's more inspiration coming your way very soon. Have a wonderful day and happy crafting! Bye!